Hello and welcome to Altman Z-Score Classic Android application. Thank you for taking valuable time from your busy schedule to review the application. This application has been developed and enhanced in collaboration with Professor Edward Altman of Newark University's Leonard Stern School of Business to make informed corporate lending decisions, manage accounts receivables more effectively, select corporate equity and debt securities, identify and manage corporate defaults or turnarounds. My name is Srivatsa Das. I am the CEO of Business Compass LLC, and it is my great pleasure to walk you through the details of the product's functionalities. Key features: analyze G prime and G double prime scores for US public manufacturing, private US manufacturing, non-manufacturing and foreign firms. Generate bond rating equivalent BREs. Understand percentile ranking for the firm within its industry and across all manufacturing or non-manufacturing sectors. Generate probability of default over 1 to 10 year time horizon, both for existing issues and loans and new bond issues and loans. In cases where the probability of default is not available, especially in case of BRE in default categories or D category, we provide you a probability of default calculated statistically. And through this application, you can analyze the trends over time, over past 3 years period. What we have done is we have provided you the functionality to upload a CSV, comma separated value file, to our website, and you can access that from the application and then process it from within the application. And many times you would like to share the results of the application with your colleagues, with your clients, or you would like to send it to yourself to print it. So for that reason, we have added a functionality called email, and you can email the results to yourself, and the email would also contain an attachment that is a tab delimited attachment. You could actually import that into Excel spreadsheet. Now, the main menus of this application are analyze, process, data file, settings, meet the pioneer, primer, references, help, email, support, call support, related products, and about us. So let us take a look at the analyze. So we ask 3 sets of questions, whether public, private, manufacturing, non-manufacturing, US or foreign, and based on the input we select the G prime or G double prime model. So let us take a look at the public US manufacturing firm. Okay. Okay, so we have provided a calculator button, so in case you need to make any arithmetic calculations, you can actually do that. So then, let's see, next what we have done, we have added a drop down, so you could actually select the specific industry. So if you would like to add 3 years of data, you can actually do that through pressing the add button. If you want to clear everything from the screen, you can press the clear button. If you would like to clear up what is on the screen, in addition, if you have added data previously, and that you can do through pressing clear all. So now let us enter some data for a public US manufacturing firm. So the current asset is 31810,000. Here all the numbers except the stock price, they are in thousands. Liabilities 22,020,000. Written earning 21,384,000. EBIT 4093 000. Sales is 42588,000. Book value of liability is 52735,000. And shares outstanding is 644450. Share price is 93.66. Total asset is 64,020,000. And for this firm, we do have the intangible assets available to us. So we'll enter that 805000. If intangible assets is available, you can enter intangible assets. In that case, we will calculate the scores based on the total tangible assets. Otherwise, we'll use total assets. So now let us select the industry. So it is in the industrial and commercial sector. So now let us move over to the summary tab. So we find the Z-score, percentile within the industrial and commercial sector, percentile within the all manufacturing sectors, and we find a bond rating equivalent, and then we see the probability of default. The first section is for existing bonds and loans and or all customers, and the second section is for new loans and bonds. If you like to email the data to yourself, the data and the result, you press on the email button. Okay. So now let us say we want to add more data for this company, 1 year prior data. So what we'll do here is, let's go up and enter the data. In this case, current asset is 27217,000. Current liabilities is 18975,000. Return earning, so we'll leave it at the same figure. See, EBIT is 958,000, and the sales is 32,396,000, and book value of liability is 50,821,000. Shares outstanding the same number of shares, and share price is 56.99, and the total asset in this case for the year prior is 60,038,000, and intangibles we don't have the figure, so I'm going to leave it at blank. And then in the same industry, let's take a look at the data. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll add that so we can compare them side by side. So this is what we see. Then this is the two sets. The first is for the most recent year, and the second one is for the year prior, 2 years prior. Okay, now let us move on to a US private company. So in this case, I have already entered the data, so the data is actually saved for you. So let's move on to summary and see what happens. Let's move to probability of default. So we find that. So now let us look at a foreign public manufacturing company. I had actually entered data for this company before. So it is in the petroleum industry. So this is the G prime score, and then we have PD2. Okay, so this is how you actually can enter data and do the calculations, and the model will actually take you to the questionnaire will take you to the model depending upon the inputs you actually provide or how you want to analyze. So now let us take a look at the process data file. So you press on the fetch names. What it's going to do is go to the website and collect the files that we have been uploaded and that have been uploaded using your credentials. And now let us fetch the file content. So we are getting once the file content is available, it calculates the summary and probability of default, and that makes it available for you. So now the settings. So you can actually create a login. So when you create a login, please supply user ID and password, reconfirm the password, email ID, and you submit. And then it will create a login ID and password for you if the login is available for you, and also send you an email so that you can confirm. That way we know who is actually creating a login, who is actually uploading a login. And if you have any questions, we can answer. If you have any issues, we will be able to look into it. And then change password. If you forget your password, you want to change your password. So this is basically to change your password. And then to recover your password, and it happens all the times. So we forget the password. So for us to recover the password, supply your user ID and email address, and we will make your password available to you on the screen itself. Check data setting. What we ask you, we are building the percentile database for the private firms. So we ask you to share, we ask your permission to share the private firm data with us to improve percentile information, and that is going to eventually benefit you. And if you are so kind, please say yes, or you can also say no and turn it off. So this option of turning off is always available to you. So now we looked at settings. So now let us see, meet the pioneer. This is the bio of Professor Altman and his work. Okay, you can read through it. And we have also created a primer, and the primer is also available to you through the website as well as through the app. And specifically what the app does and how we navigate from data to bond rating, to scores, to bond rating equivalent, and to percentiles, and to probability of default. And then references, professors' books on corporate default help. We also have made a video available. You can access it from the application itself to understand how to operate the app. And then email if you have any questions or feedback for us. Please click on email. It will email us. And then if you would like to speak with us, please press the call button. And there are some of the related products. And if you want to learn a little bit more about us, please click on About Us. With this, I would like to thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the products, and please keep writing to us, provide us your feedback. We are always looking for ways to improve. Thank you very much.